Welcome back, painting friends. Today we're going to paint a cute little tractor. This tractor was requested to be by my nephews, Patrick and Connor. So let's see what colors you're going to need. Well, you're going to need John Deere tractor colors, green and yellow. Don't forget about your background. So blue, white, brown, gray, and black. Now, I always have these brushes at my studio, but for littles, you probably really only need a big brush and a small brush. And your big brush can be like a 1-inch flat brush, or you could use a number 6 or number 10 round brush. So the ones I'm going to use today, I'm going to use my 1-inch flat brush, my number 6 round brush, and I might get my number 10 out. But if you're painting with little people, you might not want to get out the teeniest, tiniest brush you have. Don't forget to have a rag and a cup of water for keeping those brushes clean. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with my 1-inch flat brush, and we're going to make our sky and our ground. And watch us. To do this, we're going to start off with a really fun thing. I want you to dip half of your brush in your blue and half of it in the white. And all you're going to do is you're going to make a line that kind of goes halfway across your canvas. And you're just going to paint that entire space in. Now, I like it when I have some white showing and some blue showing. So I'm not going to try to blend it so that I don't see any of that white. I'm just going to make long lines that go all the way across my canvas. Now, here's a trick, okay? You don't want to make small little lines that do this, because then you're going to get weird chunks of paint. But you want to start all the way at one end and go all the way to the other end. When your paintbrush starts to get dry, stop what you're doing, grab some more blue, grab some more white, and keep going. I don't have to wash my brush off, but I can wipe it off. And now I'm going to go in with brown paint and a little bit of white paint, same kind of idea. And I'm going to paint my entire ground a brownish white color. This is going to be the dirt that my tractor is working in. And I don't mind that there's some blue on there, because sometimes when I see dirt, I see a little bit of mixes of color. So you don't have to wash your brush off all the way, but fill in this bottom area with brown and white mix. When you're finished, take that brush. You can wash it off, you can wipe it off, set it aside. You're going to let your picture dry, and when we come back in, we're going to lay out where that tractor is going to go. Okay, we've got a dry background. Let's have a little bit of fun real quick. First of all, I'm going to take my finger with some white paint on it, and I am going to just put a couple of clouds in the sky, any place I want them to go. I can wipe my finger off, and I can grab some white paint with a little bit of yellow paint, and I'm going to make myself a nice big sun. Your sun can go anywhere you want it to. I think I'm going to put it right here in the middle of the sky. Perfect. Now let's lay out our tractor, okay? So I'm going to get my smaller round brush, and I'm going to start by using just green paint, okay? This is how I'm just going to kind of lay everything out with green paint. First thing is I want one really big tire in the back. So I'm going to make one really big circle. Now, if you look at this, it's all inside the brown area. None of it is touching the sky area. And then right in front of it, I have to make sure that the bottom of the tires line up. I don't want my small tire up high, but just in front of it, I'm going to make another tire that's going to be smaller. And if you have a hard time painting circles, get something to trace. Tracers are a great way to help you make circles. So from that, we're just going to draw a line that kind of connects the two. Okay, and then we're going to imagine that this line is the bottom part of a rectangle. So I can just make my line go straight through my tires. Okay, and it's going to pop out from the front tire just a little bit and pop out from the back tire just a little bit. It's going to go straight up tall, and then go straight back and down. Now on top of that, right above that really big wheel, I'm going to make a nice big square. So this is our basic tractor shape. Okay, it's not done yet, but this is our basic tractor shape. Okay, I could take that paintbrush, I'm going to wash it off, and I'm just going to set it aside. I'm going to go in with my number 10 round brush, that's my big round brush, with some gray paint and a little bit of black paint. So a lot of gray, a little bit of black. And I could just go ahead and paint these tires in. So a lot of gray paint, a little bit of black paint. I want to get rid of any green that I see on my tire. Just kind of paint that whole area in. All right, that looks great. I'm going to go back with my number 6 round brush and some green paint, and I could just make a little bit of green, maybe some grass in my field. If you want to add some trees, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to keep mine pretty simple. Just add some tall green grasses in my background just to kind of add some fun texture to it. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to kind of add some detail up here to the top of this part of the tractor. So number 6 round brush, green paint. I am going to make this green line right here a little bit thicker. And it's going to just hang over the back of my square a little bit. Then right here in the front, it's going to go straight down right here, but it's going to get a little bit fatter towards the front. And it's almost like a really tall, skinny triangle. I'm going to grab a little bit of black and green on my brush. I've got black and green on that brush. And right here from the front, I'm going to make a little line that comes out and a little oval. That's going to be our handle, our steering wheel. You can even put like a couple little crossbars in there for the steering wheel if you want. Same black and green on our brush. And I'm going to draw a line that goes right down through here. This is just one of those extra little lines on our tractor. Same green and black. And right here over the tire, I'm going to follow this line right here. And I'm going to have that line come down a little bit and go up, over, and down. It's going to be a little line that goes right around that tire. It's going to go straight underneath the handle, the steering wheel. It's going to go up just a little bit, over just a little bit, and down just a little bit. Go ahead and wash that brush off really good. I'm going to go in with the yellow paint. Now my yellow paint is a little bit see-through, okay? So I like to add some white to my yellow paint because that white makes it a little bit less see-through. So if you go and put yellow on here and you can see through it, go ahead and add some white to it to make it just a little bit brighter, right? Right here on the front of my tractor, I am going to make a straight yellow line all the way to where that spot bumps up. And then I can paint the rest of my tractor in green. So this whole area, all of this, I can paint all of that in green. Right here in the front of this tractor, I'm going to take a line, go right across here, kind of make it a little bit longer and give it a nice curve down. Let's let this dry, and when we come back, we're going to add in our final details to our tractor. Okay, with our background dry, I'm going to take a little bit of white and gray paint on my finger, a little bit of white and gray, maybe even a little bit of yellow in there because it was accidentally already mixed in. And I'm going to make the center of these tires a little bit lighter. I've got white, I've got gray, and a little bit of yellow because, well, the yellow was accidentally already mixed in. I'm just going to make the center of these tires with my finger a little bit lighter in color. Then I'm going to go around the edges of my tires, and I'm going to make little nubs, okay? Tractors, they got to get through a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to make some little black squares going all the way around the tires. I'm going to take that black paint and I'm going to make a circle around that tire, kind of connecting those little black rectangles to the center of the tire. I'm going to take a little bit more black paint and I'm just going to make a couple of curved lines around my tire. And I'm going to use the back of my brush with black paint, and I'm going to put some polka dots right around the inside of the tire. Wash that brush off, dry that brush off. Let's go ahead and add some details to our tractor. So I am going to go ahead and outline our tractor with black paint. So I've just got a little bit of black paint on my number 6 brown brush, and I'm going to go through and outline pretty much my entire tractor. You do not have to do this. You can leave yours just how it is, or you can wait till it's dry and you can grab a Sharpie and do the same thing with a Sharpie or a permanent marker. But I'm just going to go through here and kind of outline the whole tractor. I'm also going to outline this darker area right here that kind of goes up and around the tractor. And I'm going to add a little bit more black paint in here. I want this to be a darker area, but make sure that the mud doesn't fly up and hit the tractor driver. Then I'm also going to outline my little yellow line right here. And then I'm going to grab some white and yellow paint, that really light white and yellow mix I had going on. We're going to add a couple of little detail lines on here. So I'm going to make 3 little lines right down here on my tractor. And I'm going to make a couple up here in the front as well. So 3 lines at the back, 3 lines at the front. I'm going to even take a little bit of yellow. I'm trying to decide where I want this next yellow to go. Oh, you know what I forgot? We forgot to add our little smokestack right here in the front. I'm going to grab that yellow paint, that light yellow, and I'm going to make a tall, skinny rectangle coming up. At the very top of it, I can grab a little bit of green paint and just put a green cap on it. Perfect. Now I'm going to go in with some white paint and add some highlights to this just to kind of make it pop and bring it to life. Right here at the top of my tractor, I'm just going to add 2 little white lines across that top. Pretty much every place that there's a top or an edge, I'm just going to add a little bit of white, even along this white spot right here, along the top of the tires. White paint really makes everything just kind of come to life. Don't forget to outline this new little addition that I forgot to put in before. And there we have it. Cute little tractor for my cute little nephews, Patrick and Connor. Don't forget that when you're finished painting, you need to find a color that's going to show up well on your canvas and sign your name. I always put my initials in the bottom right corner. Now, I never get to see what you're painting at home unless you take a picture of it and you post it to my Facebook page, Painting with a Purpose. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Painting with a Purpose, so you're kept up to date on all of the tutorials. And remember, as always, stay kind, stay creative, and stay safe. Have a great day, friends. Bye now.